Hey, you guys, welcome back to Is Trey. And if you guys can hear the washing machine back there, sorry. I'm trying to do some recordings, but clothes got to get washed. It is what it is. Um, yes, I'm going to talk about the Great War of Separation and my thoughts and reactions to it. And we're going to watch this right now and just, get a little thing. Okay.
Trust me, I tried.
Mm.
I wanted to live a normal life,
He wanted to live a normal life, y'all.
but that proved to be impossible.
Mm.
It just did something to me. That's why I settled in Flores Park and put myself back in the line of fire.
Mm.
I'm forever a soldier. Braxwell, with your addition, we formed Alpha Corps, and it reminds me so much of the old days. But it's not the old days.
It's not the old days.
Sometimes it feels like I'm just a dog chasing its tail. Over the last century, the United States has become more and more fractured.
Uh-oh.
Some would say they were surprised Texas wasn't the first to split. But when your allegiance is tested...
Ooh. I'm going to tell you right now. That this book, since it's been written by Chuck Dixon, and I already know there are people who hate Eric, and then Eric said that he wasn't going to be political or whatever. They're going to use this story as a linchpin to be like, see, Eric July and Rippaverse are political. They want Texan to be succeeded from the United States. He's not a real American and all that kind of stuff or whatever. So I'm just going to be honest with you. If y'all start seeing videos like this, when this book comes or whenever, I'm telling you, it is going to be hilarious.
Decisions must be made. It becomes obvious. I served the United States, but ultimately, my allegiance was to the Lone Star.
To the Lone Star.
Everybody has their opinions on the accepts. The term has morphed over the last several decades, and it really depends on the slang of the locals. Much like you and I, we all have a unique story, and how we came to be special is not identical. But here, it wasn't always like that. We were a specific group, and we were leveraged. But the same can be said for any serviceman. It wasn't just territorial, it wasn't just political. It was far more complicated than that. Despite being so far removed, we're still dealing with the consequences today. New evidence emerges, more conspiracies start to circulate about what really happened. I can only speak to what I know. Even at the surface level, it didn't just change the dynamics of North America, it altered the entire world. Some call it the War for Texas, but it's most commonly known as the Great War of Separation.
Oh. Pre-order 4 unique cover, art book, poster, t-shirts. Okay. Now that that's done, let's see. Here's some of the preview pages. Okay. We gotta talk about not being able to slide, Eric. You gotta be able to slide to the next one. Jesus. Mm-hmm. Just some of the pages right here. Okay. So let's look at it. It says Great War of Separation #1 pre-order invites fans to dive into the Rippaverse, explosive new saga chronicling Texas fight for sovereignty in a fractured America. Written by Chuck Dixon with a gripping story by Eric July and featuring stunning artwork by Jack Hubert and vibrant color by Caden Hahn. This 56-page collection, exclusive merchandise, collectible variants, and more. So far, it sold 3,702 books and total $88,494. Okay, and here are the let me see the covers. hmm Oh, they got more. Okay, cool. They have more. All right. So in this groundbreaking issue, the battle for independence, as Texas faces threats from all sides, a devastating cartel ambush ignites chaos at the border, and the federal government deploys advanced forces, include the powerful exceptionals, to crush the rebellion. As Governor Blesley Sanders leads his people, and General Brian Soledad leads a team of enhanced warrior, mysterious shapeshifter influence. I say influenced. I mean, infiltrates their ranks. Blurred with the line between hero and enemy, with families struggling to survive amidst the escalating violence. The fight for freedom becomes the battle for the very soul of Texas. Okay, this graphic novel encapsulates the courage, sacrifice, resilience of the Texan people. Every page pulls you in deeper into the conflict, inviting you to experience the intensity, intrigue of the nation on the brink. It's a tale of defiance, determination, and perfect for fans looking for a thought-provoking storyline. The idea for readers who crave epic narrative and unforgettable characters. The Great War of Separation #1 promises the unforgettable experience. Let this graphic novel be your gateway into a story of rebellion, redemption, resilience, and where there's twist and turn, you will be eager for more. All right. So let's see. Let me see the four covers. All right. So here's the first cover right here. Okay. And this one is the first one, featuring Governor Plessy Sanders standing absolute up top of the Texan Capitol. This cover showcases his unyielding determination as he leads his state to fight for independence. The United Texan Accept Unit, set against the dramatic backdrop of a burning skyline, symbolized the state's sacrifice of the Great War of Separation. Okay, and this one is cover B. Is accept, or is it a mob? Can it be stopped? Find out inside. Ha 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 ha. Introducing the most dangerous villain yet, Zeno. Okay, and let's see what this one is. The striking retro cover depicts the gruesome new threat emerging during the war for Texas sovereignty. Zeno, the intense action vibe detail highlights that this unknown foe brings to the already precaution conflict. Okay, the third one. The third one. Ooh. Okay, the third one. This beautiful full Ambrosian treatment covers featuring Brian Solar soaring over the landscape. The dark imagery instills his strong sense of hope, optimism, and for a new day in Texan history, despite the current conflict, adding to the compel varying your cover. Okay, and then this one is the fourth one. I think this is cover D. This is going to be the one that will always be here. Let me see. This one is showcase the dramatic, heroic imagery of Texan history. This cover is a testament to the dire stakes of the Great War of Separation. Electrifying artwork captures the chaos and heroism of the conflict and the great spirit of the Texas, making it a must-have for fans. Epic action. Don't miss your chance to get this visual piece. And this is going to be the cover D. Is going to be the one that's going to be bam. Okay. Now, what are my thoughts on the whole thing? Like I said, what are my thoughts? It's cool. It's a prequel comic book. So we get to see how everything turned out before we got to Alpha Core and ISOM #1. So we get to see this great war epic, which is pretty cool. I think they said it was a mini series, so 6. It's a prequel comic event, but it is an event. So my thoughts is what I think is really cool, but I'm not gonna buy it. I'm not buying it. And the reason why I'm not buying it, not because I don't want to buy it, but I'd rather let the story finish out completely and maybe Eric July do a collection. Once that collection happens, and then I will buy the collector edition with the whole story, so I can read the whole story from beginning to end without having to wonder. Because for me right now, when it comes to certain comic book events with like DC and Marvel, I let that shit finish, and once it finish, it goes into a collection. I buy the collection and then I read it that way. Um, I just don't have time right now for buying an event book, one after another. At least for the other Rippaverse books, it's like, okay, issue 1, 2, 3, whatever. But when you're doing a crossover event or just a regular event, a major event, which thank goodness he's not doing like, okay, here's Alpha Core 2, number 2, right? And then Yara 3, and then Ice on number 4. Well, that's when the Great War arc starts. Like, you know what I'm saying? At least he's not doing nothing like that. I'm just saying, preferably for me, I'm going to wait until the entire story is done and then buy it in a collector if he decides to put in a collector edition or not. Which so once the story finish, then I will fully read the Great War of Separation. That's just my personal opinion on that situation. Um, I think this is going to be a great story, but I think it's just going to probably lose people because how long from issue number 1 to issue number 2? You get what I'm saying? So like once Great War of Separation finish, will we begin Great War of Separation number 2 by the end of the year? That's what I'm wondering. You get what I'm saying? That's just my personal opinion on the situation. I'm just saying, for me personally, I'm going to just wait until this is done. Once it's fully done, then I will get it. I liked the trailer. I thought it was really cool. It is kind of cool to got to see how Texas, especially Forest Park, done became this like linchpin of all of this stuff that's happening right now. It's kind of like New York City for the Marvel. And I think I remember somebody was kind of criticizing it, but it's just like, how you going to criticize Eric July for like choosing Texas, where a lot of this stuff is happening, but we have no problem with New York for Marvel? At least with DC, the characters are in damn cities. You know what I'm saying? So for me personally, I'm just going to wait. You know what I mean? This is one of those okay, wait kind of things, because even when they release some of the books, announce some of the books for the little thing. There's a few books where I'm like, I doubt it. I doubt it. I doubt it. I'm going to buy it. It depends. We'll see. But as far as for right now, no. But yeah, those are my thoughts. Really, tell me what you guys think in the comment section below, and I'll catch you guys later. All right, peace out.